Welcome back to Unfiltered Romance Nights, where we deep dive into the books we can't stop talking about. We are your hosts, Kolleen.
And I'm Marjorie. Today we're settling in for another book review chat where we break down the stories that stole our sleep, raised our heart rates, and made us text each other at questionable hours.
Whether you're here for the romance, the spice, or the chaos we bring to you every discussion, you're in the right place.
So grab your drink, your blanket, or your emotional support snack because we're diving in.
All right, now that we're all settled in,
let's jump in today's books, Burn With Me and Fall With Me by Lucy Smoke, which is the Gods of Hazelwood, books 1 and 2, duet. We'll start spoiler-free with the basics, the blurb, the vibes, and the tropes, and then we'll move into our full deep dive.
So let's get into it. So here's the blurb for Burn With Me. Aurora Summers is nothing but baggage, beautiful, dangerous, off-limits baggage. The plan was simple: destroy the girl, ruin her life, make her and her mother leave. Only she's not as easy as a target as she had thought. She's nothing but a pawn, a tool for my father to use against her mother. But pawns don't fight back the way she does. They don't violate my sanity the way she does.
I was going to say you were covering yourself with the paper.
Oh, was I? Oh, sorry. She put herself in the mouth of the beast. I wanted her out of the way, but now I can't let her go. So that was for Burn With Me. And now let's jump into the blurb for Fall With Me. Isaac Akari, the god of Hazelwood University, my stepbrother, my lover, my enemy. It was dangerous to let myself be swept up by him, but he's a drug that I crave. I should have walked away the second I realized what he was involved with, when he revealed who his father truly was. Now it's too late. We should have known better. Get too close to the sun, you get burnt. I have no one to blame but myself. He is my downfall, and I am his. Well, that was a mouthful.
No. Okay, so tropes, according to Lucy's website, it is enemies to lovers, step-siblings, and mafia.
Not mafia.
First impression.
Not good.
That's the quickest first impression.
I don't know, like, not good. It was a whole lot of the same thing over and over and over and over.
Definitely was disappointed because you know that Lucy's one of kind of my favorite authors just from the Sick Boys series. And this is kind of like in the same vein, like a spin-off, but like they're in the West Coast instead of the East Coast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was definitely disappointed. Yeah. So now let's dive deep into the nitty-gritty of the book. Thoughts on Isaac, who is the male main character?
You know, he's a predator. He's listen, I can take a lot. I can take a lot when it comes to villains and dark romance. And I just felt like no matter which way you spin it, my opinion is he was sexually abusing her. Point blank, period.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because it wasn't, if you're reading from her point of view, she kept saying no, and she didn't really want it. It's not like the CNC kink.
Yeah.
Where it's like the female main character keeps saying no, but in her like mind, oh, this is hot kind of thing. But like in the female main character, it wasn't there until she kind of like just like, I just wanted to orgasm kind of thing at that point. Like she's kind of like, all right, like, well, this is happening. This is,
right.
This is happening. Yeah. Because I don't think there was initial attraction. I don't remember. We can talk about it after.
Yeah. I mean, let's be real. Like, she didn't turn until the second book at 64%.
Yeah. I think I missed out on when she turned around and said, like, because I think when I was still reading it at right around 50%, they were still like going around in circles. Like in his mind, they're in a relationship. In her mind, it's like, the fuck is happening here? Like, no, you know?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, character development, I think my first impression, like, okay, let's see. First impression, he was a dick. I mean, like, whatever. Like, because he was just like, you know, he grew up rich and like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. You know, like he's I'm guessing the captain of the football team and all that stuff.
Yeah,
And
and of the three guys, he seemed to
he's
be more the
the
leader.
leader. Yeah. And then as far as character development, I think I only like changed my mind like in book 2 because the prologue was from his point of view from when he was younger, like what was happening at home. So he was just like, you know, surviving obviously his dad. So you kind of feel for him, and then, you know, his dad using everybody around him to like keep him in line, and so he's very protective of his friends. And then, you know, we saw the protectiveness towards the end to Rory, like the saving like stuff, but I'm
Mhm.
just like, okay, whatever. Like
Yeah,
it's
I know.
he's still the same. He's still the same.
He didn't have any character growth, really, if any, like, that much, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Like, okay, I hate to do this, like, because I usually try not to compare authors' books, but you know, you can't help that. Like when you love characters from her other series, and then you know this is kind of like in the same vein of character archetype kind of thing. I was just like, well, Dean might have been an asshole to like Avalon, but you see it like where yes, I'm overprotective, but I'm like I still let her be herself and also like keep her in the loop because he knows how stubborn she is. Like
Right,
either way, she's gonna do whatever the fuck she wants. You know, it's just better if you're kind of like, you know. But like there is character development to him, and that you know even with the
right.
other characters in that series, like it's just like ah, but yeah.
Alright, thoughts on Rory? You're very picky when it comes to
Okay,
female main
so I
characters.
felt like she started out. I think it's like it alluded to like she's a badass character, right? Like in the beginning. Well, no,
Yeah.
like in the beginning when you first
Yes.
read it's like, oh yeah, like you know, especially after what happened to her and you know what his stepfather, you know, basically his stepfather raped her, you know.
Right. Okay, and
Like
then
after that, like
the
overcoming that, and then you know like she trained herself kind of thing and all that stuff to defend herself. That's why she's very independent. And then you know you have this mom that I don't know, I felt like the beginning of the story, I like her character a little bit more in that story because she was like, oh, take charge, like I'm gonna do whatever I want, kind of figured out like I'm not gonna let this guy bully me kind of thing, you know. But then throughout the series it's just like you're stubborn to where it's not like you're not thinking logically, especially when there's date it's dangerous. Like, oh, I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want, like just to show you like huh, like I can do it, I can take care of myself. But it's like, can you really? Because perfect example, the where Rory and her friend Hell wanted to go to Damien's office because he was at the
right.
it's like, did you even think for a second like that he was not gonna have a camera in that building?
Yeah.
Like you were gung-ho, like you didn't even think like how are you gonna get past anywhere? And then you know when Paris said like you're gonna get caught, it's like, well, my mom's not gonna let me put us to jail. It's like, no, but then you're gonna have to deal with your stepdad.
But at that point, you have to remember, she knew he was dangerous, but she didn't know to what magnitude until the end of book 2. Like,
Yeah,
oh shit, he does all
he's
that.
for me like it's like they kept hinting, they kept hinting. It's kind of like at some point you're like she just needed to put her foot down with Isaac and say like give me information so at least I'm not going to do something stupid kind of thing, you know. Not that
Yeah.
she's stupid, but like because I mean even Hell was like trying to tell her like, hey, that's dangerous, you know, you're already been told that like he's dangerous and all that stuff. But I don't know. I don't know. She was too stubborn, not in a good way, I guess.
Yeah. I had a lot of hope for her in book 1 when we got to the point where she put that plan together. Like, he was outing her, she was outing him when in the maze, in that garden area. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it all everything was there for her to be that great character, to go toe to
Yes.
toe with him.
That's what I said.
And then all of a sudden it just stopped. And now it's like, oh, I'm in love with her. Well, no, he didn't say I'm in love with her, but I'm obsessed with her and she's mine. And she's like, no, and yes, and no. And just back and forth. And like you had said to me through text before, there wasn't a real relationship. What did they know about each other? Hell even said it. Like, what do you
Right.
even know about him?
Yeah. I like, yeah, I was just like, oh, and that too is like, what was it? The ending of book 2 was the party, right? The
Book
announcing.
one.
Yeah, the book 1 was
Yeah.
their announcements, like where she, lied about it. It's like, again, she's very fucking impulsive about shit. Like you know that your mom is not gonna pick you. You already know this from the get go. Like not even about Damien, even from her previous marriages. You know she's not gonna pick you, or yeah, not gonna listen to you. She's not gonna pick your side. Why would you even do it that in there? Like at least team up, make something. I don't know, like make a plan before you blurt it out because it didn't last long. Like Amelia didn't last long of not like staying
No.
away from Damien. It's just like, again, she went back. So it's at some point, it's kind of like, she does this. Why would you even do this?
Yeah.
No thought. She did it because she was pissed at Isaac.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, again, I know they're college students, they're immature, but I felt like I would have seen this more impulsivity from like high school romance type thing where I'm just like, oh, I'm going to be petty.
Right.
When when even like Isaac kept saying, like I said, like they kept saying like, oh, he's dangerous, like I don't want you to get involved because he doesn't care. Like, I mean, truthfully, Damien didn't care.
Right.
Them couple, them two were not smart people. Like they don't have their head in the game.
No.
They were just like, as soon as they're within the vicinity of each other, and they're like horny, and I'm like, aren't you guys supposed to be talking?
No, well, he wasn't going to tell her anything anyway. And then all of a sudden at the end, he's like, okay, after the whole beach scene, I'll tell you. And I'm like, so you screw her in the ass and now you're going to tell her? Okay. If that's all it took, I would have gave up the ass a long time ago.
Right? I'm just like, I felt like this 2 books could have been consolidated in one.
Right. We could have cut the back and forth to 50%.
Right. And also like when they're together, like where they're supposed to talk, like schedule, like, okay, we'll talk to each other. Like at some point you guys actually have to talk. Because that's what happened if you read Sick Boys, they talked.
Yeah.
At some, like there were a couple
series.
Yeah, there were a couple of moments where like they would actually sit down and talk, no matter how angry or like, how horny they were still gonna talk. Or like, okay, let's have sex and then we're gonna talk. They actually talk. Isaac on the other side, deuces, I'm going home like as soon as he gets what he wants.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
I remember a few times in Sick Boys, like my mouth hit the floor when they got into that argument where they could have just talked about it. Didn't like she speed off in his car and it was like this whole thing. And this was.
Yeah, and then he chased her and then they talk. Like, but at least like he gives her a little bit space to cool down. This too, it's like, we're just gonna have sex.
I don't know. It was
and then,
lacking.
Yeah. And then he was like, I'm out. Like, I got what I wanted. I'm out. I was just like, what the fuck? The dynamic, like, definitely, it's not a fair dynamic because he's getting everything that he wants, and she's just like fending for herself.
Yeah, he left her out there, like, and shit was already happening. Like, oh, just stay away from Sebastian. Just stay away from him. Like, that didn't make sense to me. You knew how dangerous this guy was. You should have. Something else could have happened in the book to make it more interesting.
Yeah. Well, even Shep even said, like, you should at least tell her something.
Yeah,
like,
it didn't make
sense.
Sense.
Might not have to, like, you might not have to tell her everything, but at least give her something because she doesn't listen. That's what, or, like she doesn't listen to the warnings. Well, like, I don't know.
Yeah, there was potential to really turn this into something something more, and it just
Yeah.
fell flat. As far as relationship dynamic, like I struggled to see a real relationship.
There's none. I don't think there was none
Right.
because, like I said, like they didn't really talk to each other. When he would text her, it's all like demands, and
Yeah,
her response is like, "I'm just gonna ignore you," and then eventually would respond, but nothing like nothing substance. And like you
I
said,
know.
Hell even said, and I'm just like, how the fuck do you guys fell in love with each other? Because I mean, like, nothing. Like, you know how when he kind of had an inkling of what happened to the stepdad, like the Eric, is it
Yeah,
Eric Wood?
yeah,
And he even like says like, "Oh, I want you to tell me like, on your own, like I can tell." But like they never even like touch on that. Considering she was like, "Oh, he's healing me." You could have at least said something. Like he's just, what do you call that? He's so obsessive with her that he can figure it out. Kind of like when she's panicking and stuff, like he
yeah,
can see it coming. And I'm just like, at least tell him. You're already sleeping with him. You're telling him that he's healing you.
yeah.
And then you're like, whatever. No, I'm not telling you. Like, nothing like heart to heart to where like they could have
Not
gotten
one.
to know gotten to know each other. I mean, she had to guess that the dad was beating him up, when he saw his face. That's about it.
Yeah,
But like, nothing like where they talked about it again, like with the Sick Boy series. They actually have those. Like, Dean didn't like feel like, oh, like I'm the man. I don't have to like say anything. It's more like I'm gonna talk about it once, but that's it. We'll let
yeah,
it out, kind of thing, and then that's it. But at least she would understand him, kind of thing.
yeah. There was no real intimate moments. Like
Mm-hmm.
uh, there was no real connection. It was just I don't know. It
Yeah.
just wasn't it for me.
Yeah.
Favorite and least favorite character moments.
I don't
Uh,
have any favorite at all. It's
yeah,
like nothing to me stood out because all I remember when I was like typing my notes, I was like, dude, they just keep going back and forth. Like the whole two books going back and forth, back and forth. It's like something's got to give. Like she either needs to put her foot down and say, no, I'm not, you're not touching me until we actually talk and tell me something. Because she always threatens him. It's like, no, you're going to have to talk first, you
yeah,
know, but then,
yeah. How'd
and
that go
then,
for you? You folded
yeah,
like
and
a
then,
deck of cards.
right. Yeah, I don't have anything. I don't like, oh, no, no, no. Okay. So my only favorite moment was when Dean and Avalon made a cameo. That's it.
Oh
In
yes,
the beginning. That's
yes.
it. Like that's the
That's
that's the only thing. That's the only thing. Because
all I
I was
got.
like, oh, that's all I got. And as far as the whole story, nothing. I got nothing.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have a favorite moment at all. Like I didn't feel joy reading this book.
Yeah.
Um it wasn't the worst I've ever read, but I
Oh
don't
yeah.
like it was just
I feel like we would
um
have both DNF this. I think we were like on the verge of DNFing, but we're like, okay, must push through because we are recording an episode.
yeah, yeah, I didn't
We
want to
had
like
some
it would have been a 10-minute episode. We would have read through everything and it would have been like
done. And then we had
thank
to like
you.
fill the gaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't know.
least
Like that,
favorite.
nothing.
I know pick one, don't give me 70.
I don't know. Like I told you like this book 2 I skip a bunch of chapters.
Well, you no, you didn't like the mom. So you can
Yeah, well like moments with the mom, I don't like it. I think I guess it's not like an Uber trigger where like I'm gonna DNF it or I'm not gonna read it. Like I can, but like I can tell like it is some like a trigger for me because it's just like, yes, the mom divorced the stepdad
Mhm.
that sexually assaulted her. But at the same time, it's almost like she didn't. The only reason she did it is because Marcus beat the crap out of him.
Right.
As soon as she divorced him, like she left. She didn't even like took care of her. Like,
Right.
dude, your kid just got sexually assaulted, and you're like, laugh. Let her fend for herself. And Marcus is in college, so it's not like yes, he can't just like just stop. But also at the same time, it's like it's not Marcus' responsibility. It's the mom.
Yeah. I know. I
So
agree. She was a
So that, and
shipment.
then like, I mean, kind of redeemed herself towards the end, but
She had to die to redeem
like,
herself.
yeah, you had to like die and protect her. Like that's your redemption. Like you didn't, it's not even like where you could get an actual relationship, like it's a little bit too late now telling her that you love her. And and then when she was telling her that she loves her, it's like she was thinking to herself that she's still a child, like a little girl, because how she was talking to her kind of thing. It's definitely like mom hallucinating, like she's a little
Yeah.
girl. And I'm just like, that's your redemption? I mean, like when she found out that the mom is also like locked up, like she apologized and says like, I should have listened to you.
A little late now.
Right? Like now you guys are both like shit out of luck. Like, so
You know what I didn't like? Well, we'll get to that. We'll add on there gaps in the story. But
oh yeah, I have.
my least favorite character moment was book 2. She just gets attacked and sexually assaulted by Sebastian. She comes back to the
Oh,
room.
did I
Break.
hold on? Did I did I miss that part?
No, you might have skimmed that. Well, I'll tell you.
Okay.
And she comes back to the hotel room, bangs on Hell's door. Hell gets, she tells her she wants Isaac. Isaac, Paris, and Shep show up. And you know how Isaac fixes it? He takes her into the room
No.
and does everything that Baz or
No.
Sebastian did to her, like, because he fingered her, like, forcefully. So now he does that to replace
Jesus Christ. They
his
didn't even actually talk at least a little bit.
no.
Like what the fuck?
And she's like, no, I'm like, and she's freaking out. And he's like, no,
Mhm.
it's me. I'm taking away everything he did. And your last memory will be of me. And he's bringing her to orgasm. And I'm like, it was an hour ago, pal.
I mean, at least wait a week. I don't think Isaac knows how to comfort. I don't think he knows how to comfort. Like, how other MMCs, like the alpha assholes, where they don't know how to comfort, but they would find it in themselves to figure it out. Like at that moment, like they figured out, it's like, oh, she needs comfort. Like I don't know how to do this, but I'm like gonna wing it.
But he
you know.
comforted her after he ripped her asshole open. He found a way to do that and cleaned her up and cuddled her. So
Too little, too
I'm
late.
sorry for anybody listening.
But like I'm just saying, like throughout the book, like every time after they done it, it's like yes, he'll clean her up, but then he just like, I'm gone, I'm leaving. Like, and she was just like, wait, what just happened? Like, at least lay down with her. Like
Yeah.
even if you don't keep your bargain of talking, like because she always says, okay, we're gonna talk after this, and he will like say yes, yeah, sure. At least fucking cuddle.
Some
Apparently, it's all the ass.
the ass get you what you want,
You get the talk, you get the comfort.
right? I'll wipe you down, clean you up.
I mean, he did clean her up, like at the
Oh, gee,
dorm where
thanks. I love that. Moving on. Overall thoughts regarding the whole story. I mean,
it's a whole lot of nothing.
it really is. Pacing,
Sorry.
I mean,
The pacing is so fucking slow too. Like, what
yeah,
are we? We're like going by the hour over here.
it's
Like
like
we're going,
Groundhog Day. Each day it was
like,
the same day.
right? Like we're play by play the 24 hours or something. I don't know. Or like we're just different dress, different day, same conversation.
Yeah,
I don't trust you. We need to talk. You're mine.
I agree, man.
Oh my god. All right. Anyway.
And the ending,
Ending. It's anticlimactic for me.
right? Like, okay, I agreed. Kill the dad. Why couldn't we put that on the page? Why couldn't I
I know,
know?
like somebody
He
just
could be the
text
one
them.
who done it. It was just like, oh yeah, no, he's gone.
Also, it's like, yeah, I wish.
What happened to the
Yeah.
girls in the crate?
I used that one too. I was like, wait, what happened to them? Like, like, and also, why didn't he text them? while the girls are there, just like say, like, take a picture, send it to the FBI, they can swarm in, like, and save those girls. Like, no, we're gonna put tracker in
Where
there.
are they?
Like, what happened to them? Also,
Like,
what
don't even
happened to
put that in the
Celine?
story. Just talk about
Right.
the fact that it's human trafficking. Don't show me that you found a crate with a girl in it and you like, oh, we can't deal with that now. What?
considering they had Paris, like, watching for Damien, what's he's doing. And even Shep was like, are you fucking shitting me right now? Like giving him the look like, you're not serious, right? Like, we're not just gonna let them get out of this house, right? Like, it's out of our hands now. We texted the FBI. I'm like, what? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because
That
that's
was
towards
the worst.
the ending of book 1, and then we didn't hear anything about them
No,
anymore.
no.
Okay. Also, what happened to Celine?
Where the hell is this hoe? She does call. I don't know if you saw that. She does call.
I don't know.
She
No.
calls and she gives what's her name? Aurora, just like attitude, and she's like, you don't understand, I'm going after my career. So my idea of her being trafficked is out the window, but it leads me to believe that there's possibly going to be a story for her.
I have
But
no
if it's
idea.
anything like this one, I'm gonna
I'm pass. I wonder if it's gonna be Shep and Celine, like, being paired, because it's Paris and Hell, right? Like, from what we've seen.
that's what Isaac alludes to the fact that he likes her or something, or somebody does,
Yeah,
and early on in book
Paris.
1.
Hmm. I
Yeah.
think throughout this book, the only level-headed one was like Paris and Shep.
Yeah. I could get behind them as in a book. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, depending on the on what the storyline is. It's like, and then throwing like Shep and Baz as like half siblings, and then Baz obviously dies in this book. It's like,
What was
we
their
gotta let,
animosity? What the
right?
hell?
Like, it's like, it's like, even if, for example, Shep gets a book, it's like, are we gonna even talk about it? But it's like, well, he's dead already. There's no like nothing to
Yeah.
move on from it.
Unless it's a traumatic growing up and we get backstory on it, then we can understand. But
Well, we barely got a backstory on both characters. The only
right.
backstory we got from Rory is the fact that she was sexually assaulted. Like, nothing else. Well, like, she'll tell how, like, the mom is or whatever, and how, like, she resent Marcus as well and all that stuff. And then Isaac was just the flashback for when
What
his
happened to
first
his
kill.
mom? Where's his mom?
Right, and he talks
Dead?
about it like something happened to the mom because of the dad and all whatever, but like never like really said it or anything like that. And then, like, the very first flashback we get from him in the epilogue was his first kill. And then the next one
Yeah.
we jump 2 years later when Paris overdosed,
Oh no, that was a good scene. Like
Mhm.
there were places where there was good places, small pages where there was potential. Like there could have
Yeah.
been, it could have been better.
Like, when she said mafia, I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. Like, it's mafia, right? Like, I love mafia. And I was like, where's the mafia? Besides the human trafficking that we saw, like, 1 page or 2, how many pages those girls were, that's about it.
One.
They don't really like talk about either. I don't know if it was mentioned, and I just, it's part of the ones
No.
that I skipped, that why Damien needed the mom. Like, yes, contacts, whatever. Like, he has a deadline. Like, what is your deadline?
Yeah.
Like, what do you need the business contacts with? Because obviously that's the whole plot, is like the business contacts.
It didn't make sense because he said he had buyers. So that would mean you already had the contacts. You had buyers.
So what do you need
right.
Summer's industry? It like never made sense. It was not fleshed out. Like,
No.
for example, like Sick Boys, we knew what the deal was, like, because it was fleshed out in those 3 books that, all the parents are assholes. Well, not all of was it all of them? I don't yeah, I think it's all of them. Like, all of the parents of the guys were just like whatever. And but they knew like they had like a hold of like the underlay and they were doing trafficking and all that stuff. But at least we knew what was happening and why Dean was doing the things that he was doing. So
Yeah.
I don't. I think I feel like the author kind of almost like had a formula, but then she was like trying to be like, oh, we don't want it to be look like what East Point was,
Yeah.
like trying to differentiate them, but I feel like it missed the mark.
It was missing a lot of information. There was just a lot of gaps.
You can have it would have been awesome. Like you can have like the same formula that you had in Sick Boys. Even have them team up or something. Like because they've dealt with it. The East Point heirs dealt with it. How to kill their parents off successfully without having to involve the FBI. Right? So it's like you could have teamed up with them over there.
Yeah.
You could
Like,
have brought them in and all that, and they would have helped them.
in these two books, you all could have worked together to save Celine because maybe she was in the process of being trafficked. So now it's like, all right, I'll tell you all the secrets, Aurora. And oh my God, Celine's missing. And they work together. And that's just a piece of the
Mm-hmm.
whole to get Damien gone.
Right. You're right. I feel like it's connected to Damien, like the Celine,
Yeah.
but like, because when Celine was talking to Aurora at some point in book one, she didn't really like being an actress or a model or
No,
anything.
not at
She
all.
wanted to go to school. So for her to like have like a 180, 360, whatever you call that, change of heart and be like, say, think that I'm focusing on my career. And it's like that should have been a red flag. That should have been like alarm bells, like,
Yeah. She
and
does
it's all
call
just
and reiterate that. She's like, no, you don't understand. This is, I don't need to go to school right now and da da da. And I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know. It just was,
Yeah. And it's like and the thing is like it's just like an abrupt,
yeah.
like no text, no nothing. And I'm like, wait, what?
I feel like maybe the author had too many ideas, but we didn't see them all worked out.
Mm-hmm.
And in the
And I
end, it
don't
was just
yeah.
rushed.
Yeah. And I don't think you can consider them mafia. Because I mean,
No.
even East Point wasn't mafia. Like it was more like we're rich, we're gonna do whatever the fuck we want. It's more like human trafficking for that side. And it seems like that's what Damien's dad is doing is also human trafficking.
Yeah. They allude to the fact that he's not a good person and involved in things. What things? You don't,
Right.
there's never a situation where they say he's in the mafia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I wouldn't consider this a mafia
Mm-mm.
story. Nothing about it is mafia. I mean, consider as like it also, if you grew up being in the mafia, you would be like smart. You'll be like, you have plans. You should, you know. That's our thoughts on the plot twist. We even like went to the plot twist without like
Yeah.
the plot
Um,
wasn't plotting. How about that?
no, it wasn't. All right, so let's get into the side characters. Marcus, we didn't really see very much of him, but I
Mm,
really don't have anything bad to say about him. I mean, he
mm-mm.
was there and then he wasn't. So I'd like to think he was just doing his own thing
Yeah, and I
in each
think
point.
too, it's like I we didn't see enough of their sibling dynamic
Yeah.
to like make assumptions of like why she resents him and stuff like that. What, there's like 3 years gap between the two of them. Like,
Yeah.
they say stuff like, oh, he was protective of me or whatever, but like we don't really see it.
No.
Like I mean, obviously, like when she was at the hospital, she was like, "You're not touching my sister," like,
Yeah, I
whatever,
know.
and then or like. You keep saying you're sorry, and I'm like, well, Marcus, you weren't even there.
Right.
Like, where were you? Supposedly, you have powerful friends, but you can't help your mom and your sister. So, but like, I don't hate him. I don't like, like,
Yeah,
I
he's
just,
just
yeah,
whatever.
I don't have like really enough information to like, okay, how
Yeah.
about hell?
I didn't really I know you didn't like her, but I didn't really mind her.
I think it's more of her execution.
Yeah.
to like how she talks. And she did made a point, like, because she does have that mentality of like, they're rich, I'm not, even though, is it her dad or her mom married
I
to
think her mom
mom
married.
married the uncle, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yes.
now you're just being bitchy towards rich people, even though you are technically now kind of rich too. I also didn't like her executions. Like, yes, you're best friends, you're worried about her, kind of thing. But her execution of like spying for Marcus, right? That one I didn't like that. Like, you could have done it differently. Like, I think it's like just the way she talks to Rory.
Mm,
Or, you know, when like she was insinuating, almost insinuating that Rory didn't care about Celine and whatever, like that she's missing. And Rory's like, she's stressed out. She should have told Helen like what's happening, so at least Helen would be more
yeah.
understanding. All she thought was like she's obsessed with Isaac, which is, yeah, she did definitely did become obsessed with him, but
Yeah, she did.
there was other things that she was worrying about to like worry. And I was like thinking to myself, I was like, hey, if you want to like find Celine, go find her yourself. Like, you don't need Rory's permission. Do it on your own, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying, but like you said, because she didn't have all the information, Rory did look like a shit friend.
Yeah. Yeah, like she didn't care. Like, obviously Rory cared. It's just more, and again, it's comes to like that they're so impulsive. It's like that scene where at the hotel, like the parent of, or the mom of Celine,
Yeah.
like, Helen, read the fucking room, like, like read the room, like stop saying shit, because like she kept glaring at Rory because Rory's like trying to pacify, like
Right.
trying to say, see, so that way she could get information. And then Helen is just like, nah, like, I'm like, read the fucking room, man. Like, none of you knows how to read the room. Like, none. Like, when she was, when Bass first show up at to be the TA, Helen noticed that Rory kind of like froze up because she was stressing out and stuff. And then it's like she kept calling her name, like trying to get her attention. It's like, well, now you're gonna get the person's attention. It's like, read the fucking room. Like, you're gonna get her in trouble. And she's trying
Yeah.
to like, I don't want him to see me. I don't want him to see me. And Helen is just like, she, yeah, she just doesn't know how to read the room. And I'm like, and I get why kind of like Rory would snap at her, because she tends to like just spouts everything kind of
Yeah, it's
thing.
true.
I mean, none of them knows how to listen to each other. I'm just gonna say
They're
that now.
kids. They're 18 years old. They don't
Yeah,
they're not by law they're adults, but they're idiots.
yeah. Right, like none of them, like, whether it's Rory, it's Isaac, it's Helen, it's Marcus, it's none of them. I think Shep and Paris are the only one who would like actually listen and then make an informed decision, kind of thing.
Yeah,
But
especially Shep.
mhm, but like none of them, other than that, like no one listens. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, and Carmen listened a little bit, like took Rory's
Oh,
word
right.
for it. But at the same time, Carmen was like, I'm going to take your word for it, but you are still going to tell me, eventually when you can, kind of thing.
Well, she still wasn't told. So.
Right, exactly. I'm just saying. And nobody gets told anything in this fucking book.
I know.
Um,
Uh,
Emilia, oh, we already know
we
how I
already
feel
went
about
over her.
Emilia.
Yeah.
Damien, I don't even know how I can properly describe him as a villain, because we don't really, besides the fact that he lets someone beat the crap out of his kid or whatever. Or
Yeah.
no, actually they didn't see, yeah. Besides that, and
We
also like,
trained him.
he trained him. Again, it's like we didn't really see much. And then like him threatening Rory. That's about it. And then we get
Yeah.
to the kidnapping. That like, I don't know. What else? Oh, and sticking Bass to Rory kind of thing. Like, that's about it.
Yeah, we don't really there's a lot of
Like,
mention of him,
being
Not a lot of
being like this
time.
villain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like you know how like when you see the like when you talk in other books, like when they say it's like, oh, this is the like he's big bad, right?
There's
It
interaction.
actually showed you actually see it how it does. Like I mean, we kind of get his personality like during that lunch, the first meeting. Like he's trying to leash them and all that stuff, but that's about it. But
Yeah.
it's not even like, ooh, he's so evil because he's trying to leash me. He's just like trying to control things. But would I like if I didn't know that he was the main villain? Would I have seen it like, oh, he's bad from the get go? No, not really.
Yeah.
He just seems like a control freak businessman. That's
Right,
about it.
right.
Not this mastermind where everybody bows to him or whatever.
No, there should have been more interaction and situations with him.
Right. Like, cause remember, Avalon had so many interaction with Dean's dad, and Avalon could kind of like, yeah, no, I'm not dealing with you anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna avoid you with a 10-foot pole. So, yeah. Then yeah, Shep and Paris. I'm more interested because he alluded to just like he doesn't really want to be alive anyway.
I know, that would be
So
like a good mental health rep story.
yeah, yeah, as well as it's written. But I don't know. I haven't heard anything because it's like it just says Gods of Hazelwood, book 1 and book 2. So you're saying the title of the series is Gods of Hazelwood, then I would think Shep and Paris. But I also probably won't read it. Just
There's so many other things that we could be reading.
even if it's probably like better written than book 1 and 2, it book 1 and 2 ruined it for me. The series, if it was
Yeah.
gonna turn into a series, it ruined it for me.
I would be interested in Paris's story
Yeah,
if there was one, but if we're gonna do the same thing we just did, then let's just leave it.
yeah. And I don't know if I would want Paris and Hell to be paired up. I don't. Well, like I said, I can't judge Hell much, and
Don't know much.
I don't know much, and the things that I know, I don't really like anyway. It's more of like I don't think she has understanding with people. Like she goes off from what she hears about people, and then she make that judgment without, So I don't know if it would even work for them.
She would almost have to be a different person. She'd have to be written differently and I don't
Yeah,
know.
like yeah, yeah. We can't make that work.
No.
I don't think it
We'll
will
just
work.
leave this one go.
You have a favorite moment?
Yeah, I do actually.
Which
The
one?
end.
I tell my only favorite moment is Avalon and Dean. That's it because I
Yeah,
miss
yeah.
them. I wish I could read them again because their story was like really. It was a great character arc.
Yeah, I
Did you
know.
have any expectations
When I went into
when
this,
we yes,
I did. I expected it to be as good as Sick
Sick
Boys
Boys, yeah.
or
Same.
close.
Mhm. Same, especially when it's a spin. I mean, we will call it as a spin-off
It's
because
yeah, like
yeah.
it's same world adjacent. Yeah.
Mhm. It definitely did not live up to our expectations.
No.
I'm sorry for everyone that listens that love this book. I'm sorry, turn away. Like
Yeah.
abort.
Hey, listen, I mean, if we all like the same books, it'd be boring.
Right, true.
Oof,
What was
I'm
your book
afraid.
rating?
I'm afraid. I gave it a 2, and
Which book one?
book 1, I gave it a little bit higher, and
Excuse
oh,
me.
bless you, because I think, like, the cliffhanger gave me something, kind of it wasn't
Yeah.
really a cliffhanger, but it gave me something, but
Mhm.
overall, collectively, probably 2.5 stars.
Yeah. So book one was like 3.75. I think the 0.75 was because Dean and Avalon showed up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been a 3. Because, and I told you, I was like, it's not, I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. But it's kept me enough to where, like, okay, I want to know what happened
Right.
in book 2, thinking we would get more information. Book 2, I just put 2 because I skip a bunch of chapters because I just want the ending, want to see what happened in the end. Anticlimactic. Like, this is not even like satisfying. Like, considering he's supposed to be this big bad guy, and I'm like, he went to jail? What?
And I assume
Like,
he gets killed there at some point.
right, well, I mean, he got the text that he killed, like, while
That's
she was
it.
sleeping, you know? Take away from the book / emotional impact. Nothing. I got nothing.
I got nothing. I mean, I got a little sad that the mom died, but not because of it was her. Like, it was a
Mm-hmm.
sad scene because
Mm-hmm.
I internalized it and like, oh God, but my mother wouldn't be shitty. So
Mm-hmm.
I really have nothing. I have nothing.
Yeah, like, I mean, you can tell, like, Aurora loves
I felt bad for
her
her.
her mom. Like, she loves her mom. But also, like, I didn't like that she made when she was visiting the cemetery in New
Yeah.
York. I didn't like that she made excuses about how the mom is.
Yeah.
Because reality is the mom had plenty of opportunity to be a good mom.
Hmm.
She just chose not to. Like her saying, "Oh, she wanted to be loved." Well, her 2 kids love her.
Yeah, she had two
She
chances.
2 kids, and she has a sister that loves her too. Like, so it's
Yeah.
not like nobody loves her. Like, no, she had nobody. It's like she did. She's just looking it for somewhere else.
Right.
So, like, that's a choice, man, because you had 2 kids that loves you, especially Rory, because, like, obviously Marcus kind of like washed his hands, like, after the
It's
Eric
the
Wood
stepdad.
fiasco, like, yeah, washed his hands, but like Rory still had that, like, I still want her to like choose me or whatever kind of thing. Did not
Mm.
happen. I mean, well, technically she did choose to save her.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
what,
it's kind of like, oh, let's redeem the mom a little bit. Like, it's almost like, let's just kind of redeem her.
oh,
But
yeah.
is it really though? Was it really a
It
redemption?
was a
Because it's
poor
like,
excuse at redemption.
because it's kind of like, that's, as a mom, that should be an instinct protecting your kid. It's not like, oh, this is my atonement. Like, I'm sacrificing myself. You know,
Yeah.
like, no, like, most parents would save their kid no matter what. I mean, that's just me, but whatever. Would we recommend this book?
I would not.
I would not.
Mm.
I mean, I recommend Sick Boys all the time, but not this one.
Yeah.
Would you read books from the author again? Ah,
I
there's
need
one that
I'm taking a break. I need to
Mhm.
forget this duet and in the
Before
in
we,
the distant future.
yes, our favorite line, distant future. Oh, it's bad because it's like she has a mafia book coming out standalone this
Is it
year.
though? Is it Mafia?
I don't know.
Really?
The title is Marry a Mafia or something like that. Something Mary like Mafia, but I think it's not dark. But I don't know. Like, Mafia is always dark, so you can't like really make it as contemporary. But like the cover looks more like happy, like bright colors, and I'm just like, it's Mafia. We should, but it's also
I,
traditionally published, so you know.
I think for your safety, I think you should skip it.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
well. Well,
that's
that
it.
was that. Well, that that wrapped up today's book chat. We hope you enjoyed hanging out with us and reliving all the twists, tropes, and unhinged moments. I think we were
If
more
you
unhinged in the book.
then book, yeah. If you've loved this episode, make sure you're subscribed on your favorite podcast platform and on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit like on the episode. It really helps our show grow.
You can also follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Unfiltered Romance Nights so you don't miss future reviews and upcoming author interviews.
Thanks for spending the time with us today. We'll see you next week on next episode. Bye.
Bye.